Hey guys, this is not my usual filming setup. I don't know if you could tell, but I don't have a fucking lime green room. This is my little brother's room. I am actually in Miami. I am visiting my family. Did you know that I'm from Miami? No? Fucking fake fan? Yeah, I'm from Miami, born and raised, so... Yep, the Pokemon Go action in Miami is fucking solid. Very thrilled about that. I've been asked to tell this story for a long time, and I honestly don't even have like a reason why I haven't done it yet. I don't know, just haven't. That's actually how most of the things in my life go. It's just like, Jesse, why haven't you done the thing that I asked you to do a billion times? And I'm like, I don't know, just didn't feel like it. But anyway, it's finally time for me to explain to you guys how I almost got arrested in Mexico. I don't know what I named the story time, but it was something very long. I think it was something about he cheated on his pregnant girlfriend with me. I don't know, I'm gonna link it below. But I made a video and that was about one of the people that I met in Mexico. This story is gonna be about that same trip to Mexico. This is just a different situation in that trip. I wanna say this happened around 2010, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Let's just get into it because this story is just so fucking stupid. If you watch the story time, which I'm gonna link below, you'll see that there were two Matts involved in this trip. There was Matt and then there was Matt number 2. This story involves Matt number 2. Super nice guy, super sweet, like perfect for me. So naturally I wasn't into him, obviously. I mean, I was into him, but like only for 30 seconds. So this story is about those 30 seconds. This story took place when everybody was already really drunk one night, which is pretty much the basis of every story I've ever told. So basically me and Matt number 2, we just started, we just started making out. We really went at it. If you've been watching my channel for long enough, then you know that making out is my favorite sport. Point to anyone and I will certainly make out with them. It unfortunately doesn't happen in my life as much as I would want it to, but like, I just think it's so fun. Anyway, besides the point. So me and Matt number 2 were partaking in my favorite sport when things started getting a little more serious and we were like, maybe we should just like kind of go to like a secluded area of the hotel. But us being drunk and stupid, we thought the most secluded place that we could find was by the fucking pool, like the chairs by the pool. So we walked over to that area and we started like laying down and just kind of continuing to make out. We were not doing anything. Like nothing in this story involves anything more than just kissing, which makes the story so much more stupid. We were doing our thing by the pool when I realized, like, out of the corner of my eye, you know when you could just feel someone watching you? Well, I felt someone watching me, and so I looked, and out of the corner of my eye I could see a guy fucking watching us from a bush. I didn't know if he was just being a creep. I didn't see any like uniform on. I was so confused, but I just like kept making out with Matt because I was like, whatever. It's not like we were doing anything. We had like our clothes on and nothing weird was happening. We were just kissing. So I was like, okay, even if it is a creep, I mean, I guess just let him have his moment. I don't know. Okay, I really didn't think it through that much. I didn't say anything to Matt because like the guy was out of Matt's vision. It was only me that could see him, but I didn't say anything. I just kind of like looked at it and was like, okay. We kept doing our thing, whatever, until I felt really uncomfortable because the guy was not leaving. And it's not like he was just staying in one place behind the bush. He was just kind of like pacing back and forth behind the bush. And he was very short, okay? So he barely came above the bush. You just see like a pair of floating eyes just like staring at us. I was like, okay, I think it's time to go. But the problem was that neither one of us had our own room. We were all young at that time, so either we were staying with parents or he was staying with family, I don't remember. So we did the only thing we could think of at the time, which was to go inside the public restroom, like the family restroom by the pool. There were no families out by that time. It was probably like 1 in the morning already. So I was like, okay, let's just go in the restroom and just keep like kissing or whatever. Again, I want to reiterate the fact that nothing was happening. There was no like intention on going in the bathroom and like having something crazy happen. If there was an intention, I would tell you guys. I mean, I literally have an entire video on my awkward sex story. Like, I would fucking tell you guys. But nothing was happening and nothing was gonna happen. We just wanted to kiss in private without a fucking creep watching us like this from a bush. I don't think that's a lot to ask. It was the same thing we were doing on the pool chair, except now we were in a disgusting bathroom in Mexico. We didn't even get to be in there for 1 minute alone before we heard banging at the door. It was aggressive fucking banging. My first thought, since there was no like families out at that time, I was like, okay, someone's drunk and someone's being annoying and we're gonna ignore them. So we did ignore them until we heard security, security, open right now. In Spanish, obviously. I opened the door and I was like, can I help you? To which the guy says, you know you can't be doing that. I saw you out there and now you're in here and you're trying to do something and you can go to jail for that. The first thing I said was, oh my God, that was you? Why were you watching us? I'm over the age of 18. You can't get me in trouble for kissing someone. But I guess in his head, he thought that things escalated once we went in the bathroom, but we opened the door super quick. So like, wouldn't we have not had clothes on? Whatever. I'm not a scientist, but I'm pretty sure his story doesn't add up. I got really nervous because the guy instantly started accusing me of doing something. He's like, I know what you were doing in there. You cannot hide it. You need to come with me. me. I was so beyond drunk that the only sentence that I could piece together and articulate to this man over and over and over again was, no, yo soy una niña buena, which means no, I'm a good girl. I know Spanish, I speak Spanish fluently. I don't know why I could not articulate more than that. It has to be because I was drunk. What happened next was the most bizarre thing that has probably ever happened to me in my entire life. I swear to my life, this story is 100% true. Nothing in the story is fake. Nothing I ever say is fake, but it's gonna seem fake because it sounds so fucking stupid. The guy kept telling me, no, you need to come with me. Are you staying with your parents? You're coming with me. We're gonna call the cops. I was only 18 at the time, but even then I knew that Mexican jail was not where the party was at. So I started crying, and the whole time, mind you, Matt number 2 does not know Spanish. He doesn't even know one word in Spanish. The guy continues to threaten us and say, you need to come right now. Do not make me go get my boss. And I cried and I was like, I cannot go with you. I'm not going to jail for kissing someone in a bathroom. Like, fuck that. He eventually said, you know what? I'm gonna call my boss. That's it. And this is where the bizarre thing comes in. His boss came in, guys. But do you want to know who his boss was? I shit you not. His boss was a fucking janitor. And how do I know that? Because right next to him, he was dragging a fucking mop. A fucking mop. A mop with the bucket. He didn't even try to pretend to pretend to be his boss. He just comes in, a fucking janitor, saying, hey, I'm his boss. What's up? Long story short, there was a little bit of banter before I literally looked at the guy and said, that's not your boss. And he goes, oh, that's not my boss? Well, then come with me and we'll call the cops and we'll see who's my boss. When I saw the janitor, I did realize what they were trying to do. So eventually I looked at him and I go, you want money, don't you? And I swear he just looked at me and goes, no, we want money. He wasn't even trying to cover the fact that I needed to bribe him in order for him to go away. I didn't have any money on me because I was fucking 18. Why would I have cash on me in fucking Mexico? But luckily Matt number 2 did, and I felt so bad. I looked at him and I was like, dude, I don't know what to do. They want money. And as soon as I said they want money, he goes, oh, I have money. He was gonna do anything for those people to go away. We were both so fed up with the situation. He got his wallet out and he goes, how much do they want? And I looked at him, I was like, I don't know how much money they want. And he fucking took out $80. 80 fucking dollars so that they could split 40 and 40. That's a lot of money in Mexico, okay? It's a lot of money, period, but it's a lot of money in Mexico. So they took that and they were on their merry way. They literally just said, thank you very much, and walked away. It was such an upsetting situation because at one point I really did believe that I was gonna get arrested. And even if I didn't get arrested, I thought they were for sure gonna tell my father, and I was just like so annoyed. I was like, oh my God, I was just trying to get a kiss on the lips. So anyway, long story short, that's why I don't play sports anymore, because they ruined my favorite one in Mexico. But it's okay, guys. If you're ever in a pickle in Mexico, make sure to just repeat, I'm a good girl in Spanish a million times and hang out with a guy who has $80 on him. You will get away with pretty much whatever. Anyway, that's it for today's video. Please subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Tuesday and Saturday, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye.
We have to take down the Miranda sings voice.
Oh, yeah. Nobody got mad. My followers are great.
I guess people just hate me.